my name's Hayden Minh.
I'm Tori Hong. We're local artists, Southeast Asian artists, and we just came here to, we organized this art protest and action in solidarity with the people in Myanmar. This was based off of a peopleless protest that the people in Yangon, Myanmar, actually did a week ago, because with the brutal military coup that's been merciless, violent, it is not safe in Myanmar right now, and it is not safe to peacefully protest. These civilians are unarmed, and just today over 114 people have passed because of the military violence. And so we were inspired by the people in Myanmar who staged these peopleless protests, so that instead of people, there are coconuts with signs with various demands. We also have protest art and poetry to just share what's going on in Minneapolis, in St. Paul, about what's happening in Myanmar. And yeah, do you want to say anything else?
No. We're motivated from our friend who lives in Burma. Right now she is organizing during the protest, and we just hope that she stays safe. So we just want to raise more awareness so people can, help protect her and their people and other ethnic minorities.
Something that's changed with this revolution in Myanmar, because this is not the first people's revolution, is the ability to use social media in order to share exactly what's going on the grounds. We get to hear from the people themselves. Both of us, our families are impacted, are refugees from the war in Vietnam, and I just think about what would have happened, and it's obvious that the United States has, there was a lot of activism with the war in Vietnam once people in the United States actually found out what was going on there. And so now that we get to see in real time the atrocities that are happening in Myanmar, we're hopeful that the people can help intervene and support the people on the ground in Myanmar instead of waiting for our U.S. government to do something, which they have, but it's not enough to stop the military violence and senseless, brutal attacks, murders, kidnappings, rapes, the whole lot. So, do you want to say what you're hopeful for?
Yeah, I'm just hopeful that these violences will stop happening. I don't want to see any more refugees being sent to ICE detentions.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be sent away. We need to intervene to prevent that from happening.
Yeah. Can I share one more thing?
Please do, yeah.
Yeah. So our friend who's in Myanmar, who's been truly one of the leaders of the revolution, she is of the ethnic Karen people, and she organizes from that standpoint, because in Myanmar, and I'm saying this as an ally, so I cannot speak to the extent of this, but there has been ethnic cleansings, there's been genocides against particularly the Rohingya people in Myanmar, also the Karen, and there's over 100 ethnic minorities that live in Myanmar right now. And so our friend, and Gen Z have really taken it online to demand an actual ethnic federal union, full equality for all ethnic peoples in Myanmar. Urban Village, Minnesota has done a multi-ethnic movement full of people across ethnicities in Myanmar to help demand that genuine equality in a federal union. And so I think just being Americans, it's truly inspiring, and we just can't stand by and watch this happen.
This day because it was Armed Forces Day, but people of Myanmar they're reclaiming it as Revolutions Day.
Yeah.
You want to add to that?
Yeah, and I truly am learning from people who are who are people from Myanmar, people who are in Myanmar. So everything I'm sharing, like, is from them. So what I know is that St. Paul has a large Karen and Karenni population, refugee population, as a result of just like military violence, the same military that is enacting this military coup. There are hundreds and thousands of people. They're called the Rohingya people. There was and still is like an ethnic cleansing against them, where hundreds of thousands. I'm pretty sure there's like over 1 million Rohingya refugees now in Bangladesh and bordering countries of Myanmar because of the exact military that's enacting this coup, again, targeting and murdering and doing so much harm to the Rohingya people. And so, I think a lot of ethnic minorities in Myanmar are recognizing that this military coup is built upon this violence that has been happening for over 70 years against the ethnic peoples of Myanmar, who have different religions, have different ethnic backgrounds, come from different, tribes, different lineages, simply because they're not Burman, I think, and Buddhist. So, yeah, and I just think, like, where do they get these tactics, right? I mean, we're living in the heart of it in the United States, where white supremacy rules here and rules the world, and it's no coincidence that there's a lot of colonization happening in Southeast Asia, including in Myanmar, and that these events are unfolding. So, yeah, we're lucky again to get this information in real time from those on the ground in Myanmar, and we just pay so much respect, solidarity, and the fight for revolution. So, thank you to all of those on the ground in Myanmar, and we're so sorry. We pray for you, and we fight with you.